looking at social media and it's a little bit of everywhere, you'll be a little bit of everywhere in the things you say and the things you do. It's like being able to channel that energy from the discipline from being an athlete to focusing on certain things and being intentional about what your platform is. Don't just jump on there educating yourself. Yes, people may not want to get involved in politics, but and you hear it sound cliche, but we have a civic duty to understand certain things. We don't necessarily do that. They're not teaching it anymore, but things are happening, and that's going to impact the lives of the people you love. Things like that. It's important for us to educate ourselves and to speak on those things once we educate ourselves. It's so much propaganda, and one of the things you learn from traveling.
My career was very humbling, right? It was a very humbling experience, if I could be transparent, because a lot of people don't realize when you have been in any industry, not just as an athlete, but you can also speak as an entertainer or whatever job that you've been on or you've been doing for 15,
entrepreneur, worker,
whatever that is that you've been doing for X amount of years, when that income stream just turns off just like that, it can be alarming. It can be a lot of things. It can be depressing. It can be stressful. It can be so many different things, because most of us, unfortunately, don't prepare in those early years. Because, and I can speak to as a lot of athletes, and I don't want to ramble on, but when we talk about athletes, I have a real pet peeve that
you don't want to create a business where ultimately it becomes golden handcuffs for you. You want to be able to create a business that creates ways for you to make money that does not always require your time. That is not going to be an instantaneous process, but it needs to be the goal from day one so that you structure it correctly such that you could ultimately get there.
And there's a few things I'm going to circle back around too that you said. I want to go on that. But before I do, Oni, what about you? What is your... If you look at what separates short-term hustlers from long-term builders, what would that be?
I would say vision and the ability to think strategically and having the right mindset. Because I think a lot of people start from a place when they're building a business, especially if they're building from nothing, in survival mode, and they're not thinking strategically about short and long-term goals.